So I recently started playing Street Fighter V Arcade Edition, and the reason is because Capcom has finally released Sagat, which is their last Season 3 DLC character. Of course, I'm a big Street Fighter fan, but even more than that, I'm a huge Sagat fan. I am kind of what's known as a bit of a character loyalist. I played him in Street Fighter 2 HDR, Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, and now Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. And playing Street Fighter Online again has definitely brought back some of that old excitement that comes along with one-to-one competitive play. But unfortunately, I'm also reminded of how salty some people can get when they lose. And this is especially apparent in fighting games. So I was playing in this one set with this Sakura player, and we were having a great back and forth set, I thought. And then of course at the end of the set, he rage quits just as I was about to win. So obviously I don't get the credit for the win, and now I think he's a bit of a douchebag for quitting. And this happens to me pretty frequently. I don't know if it's my playstyle or if I'm just throwing too many fireballs or what. But anyway, I recorded the entire set, and I'm about to show you the last match, the last 3 rounds of the set. And I'll do a little bit of light commentary as you watch this. Obviously, I'm playing as Sagat, and the other player is playing as Sakura. And this is kind of an interesting matchup because the two characters have very different play styles. Sagat would like to zone you out with his tiger shots and tiger uppercuts, and Sakura wants to get in your face and apply lots of pressure. And that's not to say that Sagat doesn't have good tools up close, but his main weakness is his lack of mobility, and that's what Sakura wants to take advantage of. So it's this back and forth that you'll see that's kind of interesting in this matchup. And you can kind of tell she's already working her angle, really putting the pressure on, very difficult to deal with at this point. Obviously Sagat's got his signature tiger uppercut still, but if I were to guess wrong, then I would be at a massive disadvantage very quickly. And there she just activated her V trigger, which powers up all of her attacks for a short period of time. That makes her even more of a pain in the ass to deal with. And that gave me a little bit of space to work with, but it obviously wasn't enough, and she ends up taking the round. Pretty good round, even though I lost. Got some decent information. I'm starting to realize, that the other player is a little bit reckless, and maybe I could use that to my advantage. And one of the key aspects in this matchup is I really have to establish that you can't just jump in on me whenever you feel like. So Sagat has a few different tools to prevent this, like, of course, his tiger uppercut, his standing roundhouse, and a jumping air-to-air medium punch as well. And you use these tools in different circumstances, depending on the angle they're coming from, if they might be trying to attempt to cross up, your reaction speed or your mental readiness at the time. And one of the reasons why it's sort of difficult to play as Sagat is you might successfully anti-air on 3 different occasions, but if Sakura gets in on you just once, that could really devastate the round for a Sagat player. So here we go, here's the final round of the set. This is actually the final game and the final round. This is where you take everything you've learned earlier and you put it to the test. EX Hurricane to get in, applying that pressure. Sagat already in the corner, very difficult spot to be in right now. EX Tiger Uppercut out, stopping that pressure, creating that space. Goes right back in with the EX Dragon Punch out of nowhere, but gets thrown in the corner instead. Now Sakura trying to get out, clutch Tiger Uppercut, putting Sakura right back in the corner. Another Tiger Uppercut, and counter into a 3rd Tiger Uppercut, and dizzy, and that's gonna be it. And of course there's the disconnect that I warned you about earlier. There's nothing you could do about that. I guess that's just part of the package deal that you get from playing online. But aside from that, I thought it was a great set and something I wanted to share with you guys. I'm really enjoying the game, and I hope to post more videos in the future. But until then, thanks for watching. I'm AliasJopes, and I'll see you next time.